So guys, we've been, as you've known, we've been hitting some amazing buildings recently, and I've just missed being in one building. We haven't been for a long time, and as I say, we've done all different types of buildings, but one we haven't been in for a long time is an asylum. So we're back at Rauceby Lunatic Asylum. So ladies, especially Nikki, you're back home.
Yeah, pretty much.
Me too. High five.
My building's that way.
Whee! Which is your bedroom? Can you show us?
That one over there.
That's a bit creepy, isn't it? Yeah. Just interesting.
Your bedroom's that one there. Mine's in that one over there.
I like house tours. Now who lives in a house
like this?
Oh shit, I just realised you're recording, aren't you?
Yeah. So this site's made up of around 10 different buildings. They have sealed up many of the buildings now and they're no longer accessible. But this has actually worked out in our favour. Because of habit, we usually go to one building. And this forced us to explore other buildings. And trust me when I say, it did not fail us. Enjoy.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel
That's stunning.
Oh. Good evening, spirits. Is there anyone here today that wants to talk to us? What happened?
I saved her.
Did she nearly fall?
Yeah.
Or did you try to push her?
Watch it. I saved her.
I'm not going on the stairs.
Why?
I don't know.
She's seen that strongly there, that's all. It's solid. Okay, this is freaky. Hello?
Oh.
Anyone here? This ain't cells or anything, I'm telling you that. I couldn't work out what type of building, maybe an administrative building.
Could this have been
That's a toilet.
maybe like privatised?
No, this should have been an admin building. What feeling I've got.
Chests have been here.
Yeah, that's just an admin block.
Oh. Where's the toilet?
Interesting building, no?
It's interesting, but there's not a good feeling for you.
No. Anyone here that wants to make a noise?
Look up.
Great. Lovely. We'll get attacked by all these insects again. My staircase is stunning.
It is, isn't it?
Imagine how old it is.
Say 1910s, 1920s?
Well, the original asylum were 1860, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's original to that.
just seems a very prioritised part of the job.
Yeah, I reckon it's the admin
I
block.
don't think it's anything to do with residential.
No. I think it's where the kind of the office staff worked and maybe consultants. This, obviously floor room is in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know what would be in there. Interesting, to say the least.
I suppose yours quite central to the rest of the buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And the fact you've got the greenhouse next door. The usual building we go in is sealed up, but we've never been on this ward. So we're going to see what it's like and see what it holds.
Is the fakest, I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant, I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin.
Some kind of sigil there, look. Someone's done.
it's one of Lucifer's sigils.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star of David on it, is it?
No, it's a figure
Lucifer's
sigil.
sigil with what's in the centre and the bottom.
Ah.
Not that I spent a lot of time studying sigils.
Not that I've made a fucking learn all about them to create them.
Yeah, you can walk forward and then there's no wall at the end.
Oh, this is a cell.
Did you not know that?
So imagine this,
Yeah, you
guys.
can literally drop off the end of the
This is a high security cell, as you can see. You can imagine spending the rest of your life in this small cell. 8x8.
Yeah, we aren't running.
The smaller cells. Again. Wow. Being a lifer in one of these cells, could you imagine that?
No, not nice at all.
I think the feeling of entrapment just walking into the buildings is big enough.
This would have been like a nursing station or something, wouldn't it?
No, that was that.
Really?
Yeah.
I was just thinking they were a bit big for one.
That would have been a cell. I think that would have been a
Oh, could it have been a little baby one?
potentially. Yeah, 'cause you got the two look. In fact, that could have been a high security one. You know, padded and stuff.
Yeah.
You got your panic alarms there, look. Inside.
Well, a lot of the high security ones were actually bigger, weren't they?
And this would have been separated into wards, like a ward system, bed system. So then you've got your high security cells at the end, look. Do you get me?
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting. We are in the area where, like the lifelong people would have had family living with them. And Laura's just pulled a ghost tube seer out, and it's brought up a picture of children playing, which is quite relevant, to be honest with you. But what we are going to do, there is the high secure cells just down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the most high secure cell and do an EVP to see what we get. And so I'm going to go and do that now, actually. So good evening to anyone that's here. We understand the difficulty that would have took place for anyone that spent their life in this cell. So we want to ask you some questions, and we hope that you would answer those. Some people were put in these places for having depression or anxiety, but in this day and age that we're in, you wouldn't be. So let's see if we can help you in some way. I've got a device here that can record your voice. There's 3 of us here, and we're going to ask you 2 questions each, and leave 10 seconds between each question. Please answer our questions. I will start, then Nikki, then Laura. EVP session 1. So good evening. Is there anyone here that would like to tell me their name, please?
I've heard what sounds to be a screaming or a crying. Would you like to come forward and give us your name and what's upset you?
Is there anyone that wants to come forward and tell us their experience in here?
We keep hearing screaming. Is that someone that was from the days of the asylum?
I know in the building next door to here was a maternity ward. Did you actually start off in this building perhaps?
Can you tell us if this was the maternity ward, please, or part of it?
What's most interesting is Laura got that picture on GoTube here
It sounds
of
like
children's playing,
Yeah.
and that sounded like children playing.
Yeah.
Right, let's play this back. EVP session 1. So good evening. Is there anyone here that would like to tell me their name, please?
I've heard what sounds to be a screaming or a crying. Would you like to come forward and give us your name and what's upset you?
Is there anyone that wants to come forward and tell us their experience in here?
We keep hearing screaming. Is that someone that was from the days of the asylum?
I know in the building next door to here was a maternity ward. Did you actually start off in this building perhaps?
Can you tell us if this was the maternity ward, please, or part of it?
Like, those audio clips give me chills. But what's most impressive about it is it's almost like they're not answering our questions. You can hear them screaming, no, as if they're screaming out for help against stuff that's being done against them. Absolutely freaky.
I'm not saying that there are children in this specific ward or area, but we've just heard them. Now, I think there was a sort of playground that was for kids that was here. Not that the kids were in here for anything untoward, obviously their mums were here and they were born here. May not have had any of the family, so they had an area where they played. I've got 2 balls out, one in each doorway. I'm hoping you'll come forward and play with them. All you have to do is touch them. And they will light up.
We do ask, please don't let them roll away.
Although if you roll it off the end of the building, you can keep it.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
If you want to roll it into the building, into the cell area, or the other way, you can keep the ball. What do you reckon?
Oh,
Thank you.
yes. Thank you very much.
Now, I could put 2 balls out for a reason. I'm hoping you'll play this game with me. This ball here, if you're a male. That ball there if you're a female. Thank you.
Ah, okay. But the screams and the playing that we heard sounded more feminine, girlish.
I hate to kind of say it in a different way as well. I've got kids of both sexes, so I
yeah.
can't say it at that kind of age when they're screaming, they all sound the same.
Yeah, good point. Very good point.
So we're saying you're female, is that correct? Will you set the same ball off again for me? Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank
That
you.
is fantastic.
Have you said your name through this device, please?
How are you asking them to answer that? Both balls, one ball?
Sorry, I'll wait for that to stop first. Can you step away from it for a minute? Thank you. No, it takes a while to turn off, doesn't it?
It does.
Can you touch that ball again if you have said your name through this device that I'm holding, please?
This one here if you haven't.
Oh, Judy.
Can you hear the talking, John?
Okay.
Is your name Judy? Can you set one of the balls off, whichever one you choose?
Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. Judy, are you above the age of 5? Once that's stopped, can you press one of the balls again? Can you tell me, are you over the age of 5?
Judy, 2 balls that's out, the one that you've been playing with and this one nearest me. The one furthest away from me, the one you've been playing with, can you touch that please, if your mum was here with you or your dad? Can you touch this one if you were born here?
Do you not know the answer to that question? Can you touch one of the balls, if that's the case?
I can actually hear a male talking at the moment, which is a bit weird. Nothing untoward, nothing like coming through as a sentence, it's just
Like as though
words.
you've got a conversation sort of
Yeah.
that you're overhearing more than anything.
but one side of. Like I'm not hearing 2 people, I'm hearing one person.
Yeah. Sorry, I just heard a whistle. Okay.
Next time you'll sing along, trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth, put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give, don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Get down the stairs.
Hello, anyone here? Good evening to any spirits that may be in this cellar area. Wow. My name is John. Please don't be scared. I'm only here to communicate with you.
Oh my days.
This is freaky.
This is a lot of water.
Oh, I'm very glad that one's nice.
Look at this. Oh my god. This is a dead end, but still interesting.
Whoa! That window?
Yeah.
How big a window you saw?
Look at that tunnel. Shall I go crawling?
I'm not stopping you. If you're on your phone, you should.
Well, no, I think I'm a bit too claustrophobic to go down there.
I reckon so.
Oh, what's that way?
What?
There. Why would there be a window there?
You tell me.
Oh, it would have been where they brought the laundry and stuff down or something like that maybe.
Yeah,
or
probably.
Potentially.
what's around the corner?
Anything here?
There's
Oh,
another
it's
tunnel.
no one
The walkway used to go around there as well. It's all been filled in.
What?
I'll let you know when the police kick starts talking to me. John.
They used to go all the way around. It's been filled in. I wonder if there's any spirits that's actually tried to escape using this tunnel. I genuinely am curious.
Shit.
John, did you just make like a giggling sound?
Yeah, it
Is
is.
it a giggling sound?
No?
Fantastic. Probably still something around there.
So hello to anyone that's here. Where's your floor gone? No, really, where's the floor gone?
That one went upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have to go up next floor up.
Yes.
Where's the stairs?
Yeah. That's the room that we just walked through. Downstairs.
I need that. Oh. There's a woman stood out and just looking at me.
Yeah. It's
There's a woman directly at the end just looking at me. Hello? Who are you? Speak to me, please. Oh dear. Cells. More cells. Toilet. Obviously a recreation area. Quite a few cells here. I suppose I'm 3 fucking women.
ironic, yeah.
What? It's fucking you.
So we've come, to, as I say, we've done a few buildings already, but we've come to one of the scariest places, although it doesn't look it because you've got pictures that children would be interested in and stuff. Now about, how long ago, Nick? About 4 years ago, when you first started with us, Nicky's first night ever ghost hunting with us was in this building, wasn't it?
It was.
And she collapsed in this one because it was that bad. And it was one of the scariest nights we ever had. It was on a live stream.
Yeah,
It was
it was.
literally about 4 years ago now, wasn't it?
About 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. No, it would have been 3 years ago because me and Jojo just got together.
It's 3 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, and basically we're just in that corner. Now, there's a lot of angry spirits in here. Now, you think, okay, I might be wrong with the information here, and if I am, I'll put the information in the video when I've edited it. But I believe when you gave birth to a child inside a lunatic asylum back in the day, you was able to raise them inside the asylum up until an age of about 8 years old. It might be a different age, that's where I think I might be wrong. But to a certain age, let's just say. And then when they got to an age, they were then taken away and given up for adoption. So can you imagine someone who's already suffering with a mental health disorder, someone who might not even have anything that warrants being put inside a facility like this anyway, because back then you got put in here for depression or anxiety, something that most people on my team's got. Well, you have to work with me, don't you? But you imagine and then having your creation, your child, dragged away from you without you doing nothing wrong. And you've nurtured that child for 7 or 8 years. That's enough to send anyone crazy. And so we think that's where the anger and desperation came from. There's a negative male that walks up and down, and we think that he might have been a worker here. But we did pick up on some kind of doctor a few years ago when we were here as well.
Yeah, we did.
That was nasty, and we think that was the one that affected you. So we're going to do a few experiments in this building. It's been a one we've been looking forward to coming into, because we've worked our way up from the bottom all the way up to here. So let's see what we get. So I think we'll start with an EVP in the cell that is most affecting to us all.
This one here obviously intrigues me. I do think it was sort of a surgical room as such. Assistant in giving birth maybe. Because actually the one thing I do remember about being in here that time was feeling like my C-section scar was in so much pain. I literally felt like all of my insides were being pulled out of me, and that's why I collapsed.
I'll tell you, look, I'll just show you something, guys, if you just turn camera around. If you look, now, the decoration on the walls, now this, what we need to remember is, this place didn't shut down until the 1980s. It weren't until the NHS made a massive change to all mental health facilities and created mental health wards within, it'll come back, until they made changes to and created mental health wards within the NHS. But as you can see, they tried to create some kind of nice environment for children. But this would have been the patients that would have been responsible for this, not the ward themselves. It was just horrendous. There's so many experiments.
What was infant death?
It's about, yeah.
What?
Infant death.
Infant death.
Wow.
How relevant are so the Ovilus guys? Two. So what Nikki's doing at the moment, she's got 2 Ovilus devices. Do you want to show camera? So as you can see, you've got deaf and infant.
That was the infant. It's just gone on.
And she's using 2 together because they only give one word out. So she's trying to create a sentence out of it, and it came up with infant and deaf. So that is amazing. It's giving that straight away. So to any spirits that's here, could you please start off by giving us a noise just before I go and do a recording? That was a crying.
That was down there.
Could you do it a bit louder for me? No.
That was on command and a lot
Wow.
louder.
Thank you for that.
Innocent.
Innocent. Exactly what in their mind they were, Nick.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go and do a lone EVP. It's going to keep doing it, unfortunately.
Should we just...
I'll do it in here.
Why do they use peach
Oh, is that a solid end as well?
No, you can't do that.
Which one's the cell?
The cells are further down. This was what we believe to be the surgical area.
So shall we go to a cell so I can do an EVP?
Yeah.
You're alright with that for a few minutes?
Yeah, of course. You might need the battery pack soon though. Power bank even.
It'll come up with a water anyway.
Yeah.
So while we're just walking up, I really appreciate your communication. As I say, you have people here that are sympathetic to what you went through. As I say, we've all suffered with some kind of mental health disorder previously. It's no secret, I've spent time in a mental health facility, but it was totally different to this. I spent a week inside one, and I was very well looked after. But if I'd have been in your time period, I would have been in something exactly the same as this.
And the likelihood is it wouldn't have been a week.
Yeah, I'd have been in here for life probably. So I literally can talk to you on a level. So I'm going to come into one of the cells and I'd love if you could communicate with me. So I've got a little device here and it records. It records at a frequency that you talk at, which is 18.99 hertz and below.
This has just come up with, sorry John, this has just come up with punishment and adult.
Punishment and adult?
Yeah.
So again, the other list is giving us more relevance.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you now if you would record, so I'm going to ask you a series of questions and leave 10 seconds between each one. And I would be so grateful if you could answer. EVP, session 2, family section. So I'm in a cell. Could I please have the name of the person that spent a long time in the cell, please? Can I ask why you was in this facility? What did they accuse you of having? I need to remind you that you spent your time here, and you're in the afterlife now, and you can move over to the light. You don't need to be here. Do you need some assistance with that? Excuse me. And the final question is, were you separated from your child? Right. Just before we go out there to listen to this, I want to show you something on camera, but then we need to get straight out because there's a bird nest with fresh eggs in.
Ah, okay.
And so I don't want to, luckily I've not been near enough to put, but if you go near a nest and touch anything, the bird, the mother won't go back to it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you just want to show the camera quickly, though.
Oh, right,
I don't
okay.
go close enough to get your scent on it.
Yeah.
So I don't want a bird to refuse to go back to it, you see.
No.
Just stay with me.
Yeah. While you was doing that, making footsteps out there.
Really?
I
it
kept
was-
hearing things in there.
It was like they were walking in a circle around us because we kept looking at each other going, oh.
Okay, alright, you ready? Family section. So I'm in a cell. Could I please have the name of the person who spent a long time in the cell, please? Why he was in this facility, what did they accuse you of having? I need to remind you that you spent your time here. You're in the afterlife now, and you can move over to the light. You don't need to be here. Do you need some assistance with that? I'm in coughing.
Jesus.
And the final question is, were you separated from your child? There's something there. Yeah. Obviously, I won't know until I edit it.
As I say, like behind the scenes, you would get like they're all that upset, but if somebody came to visit,
100%. It looks good for visitors to be.
It's normally the
this is
case with
family.
most springs, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like they're all kind of doing the activities and that. But
Well, the
when
reason they would have also made it look good is potential families coming in to either take the child away for
Yeah.
adoption or family members that fostered in that child.
Yeah.
So
Or the
Actually,
families that-
yeah.
it would have been
Yeah.
it would have been a case if they wanted them to feel like they were well looked after. Which I'm not saying there wasn't. I'm just saying it's an image.
Yeah.
A perception.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, strangely enough, since actually standing outside these cells, I have got severe pain, and I've not had any at all.
Is it the same pain as you felt before?
Yeah, very much so, the severe pain. That's why I'm not walking in the cells. I'm doing a JoJo trick and very much trying to pull myself.
So these, I believe, were more of a normal cell, you know, where the generic just patients were. This doesn't really look like an eternal life to me.
No.
It's just generic cells for just standard patients,
Or is it where they go to take their meds or something?
potentially. Just while we're all stood still, can somebody make a noise for us? What's that say? Basketball.
It was actually something that we heard earlier on, was the sound of someone playing.
Yeah. You know how we've been just can't talk here. How we've been just talking about like how it would have been like behind the scenes. This has just come up with ethics.
Ethics.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to say, Spirit, is I probably have a lot more understanding as a parent, knowing that you've been through something. I also have, well, I'll say mental issues, mental health issues. I do want to say I understand a small bit of what you've gone through. I can understand the feeling of trapped, the feeling of insecure, the feeling of not knowing. Being a new mum is scary enough without having all this above you as well. If you're wanting any help, John can help. If you'd like to come forward, make a noise, or even show yourself, we can help you, we will. It's a very overwhelming feeling. I'm trying to think of what it is. It's a very overwhelming feeling of anxiety in you.
Which, if it's like a family and maternal place, then you'd be having a lot of postnatal depression, new mum anxiety, stuff like that, wouldn't you?
Well, I've got this really weird wave of anger,
Oh.
which I don't understand.
Could it be anger from the mum that said the baby took up him?
Oh yeah.
It could be anything.
Well, what what's that?
Something moving.
Who's up there? Who's with us? I can hear you moving around. Please just talk to us. I promise you, you've got no risk. We are no type of authority. We are friends. We can help you get out of here. You don't need to be here anymore. I promise you that. I know you were mistreated. They shouldn't have done what they did to you.
Something weird in that door. We both sort of heard it at the same time, looked at each other and was like, not doing that.
Nope.
Can you make a noise again?
Was that mine?
Summit.
You whistle.
Fuck off. Not down there.
Do you notice if there were windows here, it sounds like someone knocking on glass? It's like knocking on glass noise. There's no glass. That's plastic.
Yeah. This is all, well, it's all wood in the window holes, isn't it? Can you make one more noise for us before we continue speaking?
Six cells in front of us. We stand in the middle. There's 6 of them. 3 to one side, 3 to another. Can you tap the amount of times for the room you're in? Saying 1, it's down the far end to my left. 2, 3, 4 in front of John. 5, then 6. So you're in cell 2, it's in front of Laura right now, is that correct? Do you give me a bang if that's correct?
I've just heard them moaning, but I've not.
I heard that.
It sounds like it was that end of the building then.
That like.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounded like that there.
Are you trying to trick us?
See, if they weren't sure which way I pointed, it could have been the one in front of you or it could be the one that's done now.
Yeah.
So either way, and that was the one we heard something at door.
Yeah.
What's that?
What?
Sound like someone, yeah.
I heard like a big sigh. I thought it was one of you guys.
No!
You sure?
100% no, it wasn't us.
It went.
No.
Honestly, it wasn't
Fuck off,
us.
that must have been one of you.
Honestly, it wasn't. It was
What?
right behind us
What was
both.
that? That was like screaming.
Hello?
I understand you're scared, but I promise we're not here to do you any harm. There's no need to try and scare us.
Again.
That was like it.
That's what I heard.
We can't say that's us friggin' moaning, we're still here, it's down there.
I believe you on that one.
That way's out, right? Yep. I don't like the feeling of not being watched, but feeling like they're not welcoming us here, like someone's either said something or done something to make us stop. So it's better to scare us out than it is to talk.
Yeah.
There's been too many ghost hunters in here, and that's what's happened. And they're sick of it. I can feel it. They're just fed up of performing.
Do you think that's the wave of anger I keep feeling?
Yeah. It's just like, oh, more of yous. And every time people come in ghost hunting in here, they're not trying to help them. They're just trying to make
this
them perform.
whole. I get this whole anxiety and this whole feeling like I want to kill someone. Not that.
Spirits, let me just tell you, I get that most people that come in here are trying to get you to perform for them and to get you to give them evidence. Our motives are to help you. I promise you that. I want to move you to the light. You shouldn't be here anymore. So please don't be intimidated by the fact of how many people come here. We are different. We want to help you. Will you allow that to happen? We've heard you being vocal. Could you give me a vocal response to that, please? Oh, shit. There's anger. Something's been summoned here.
Did you not hear that?
Yeah.
Did you then feel that?
Something bad has been summoned here. That's why these spirits don't know what to do, because there's other stuff here that shouldn't be here.
Can we go now?
Everyone be quiet a minute. I've just heard your voice, can you do it again? Who is that? You don't belong here. You were never meant to be here. Who are you? Who are you? You're not welcome here. You were never meant or intended to be here. Who brought you here?
Do you feel more like security type
No.
vibe?
I don't know what it is.
There's something here that shouldn't be here.
Absolutely brilliant night, but absolutely petrified.
Good night.
Tell me about it, mate. Tonight got to me a little bit. I don't know why.
Emotionally, it's affected me a lot.
Emotionally, and scared me a little bit.
I think it was the thud we heard and then that.
The scream,
That scream.
that was quite bad, and it was loud enough that it weren't just one of the ones that you could have heard a scream.
You know,
No, it was
It
a
were.
definite
it was a definite scream.
You know, like and that sigh.
That you thought
I was obsessed it with one of you three, and then we heard it again, and I was like, right, definitely ain't, because I was looking at you.
Yeah. You
Crazy.
definitely couldn't have defunct the second one.
No, definitely. But I hope you've enjoyed it, guys.
Hopefully you've got it on there.
Yeah, oh, you will have done,
I
mate.
definitely
Good,
got
my
it on
friend.
there.
But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, please subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos. We do post most days. We have the occasional night off. Sunday nights are always the Unknown Archive podcast with me and Darren. We are going to be filming again tomorrow night, and so you'll get another episode tomorrow night. But thank you so much for watching. Much love to you all, and take care. Bye.